Welcome to the Legal Aid Society of Birmingham. We are a non-profit community defender organization which operates under the umbrella of the Birmingham Bar Association and United Way of Central Alabama. In our children's division in Jefferson County Family Court, we represent juveniles in delinquency cases, and we serve as guardians ad litem on abuse and neglect cases, also known as dependency cases. In our adult division, we represent indigent adults in the municipal courts in which we contract, and in specialty courts such as the Jefferson County Drug Court Program. Our attorneys are court-appointed only, and we do not accept clients from the general public. Next, you will hear from Cassie, Gustavo, and Ashia, who will tell you more about the full-time work we do in Jefferson County Family Court.
Hello, my name is Cassie Velarde. I'm a staff attorney with Legal Aid Society of Birmingham, currently assigned to the Jefferson County Family Court. I'm a guardian ad litem. A guardian ad litem is a licensed attorney, and we have particular training because we are advocating for children. We have to have 6 hours initially for our training and then 3 hours thereafter. As a guardian ad litem, I'm appointed by the court, and I am an officer of the court. I represent children in dependency matters, and you may be wondering what dependency is. Dependency is where a child depends on someone other than their mother and father for their care, custody, and control. As a dependent child, they need special thinking and planning for their reunification for their family and with their family. That's my role. As being appointed by the court, I do an independent investigation, speak with the minor child, or observe the baby in their current placement. Now, dependency petitions often are brought by the Jefferson County Department of Human Resources. They receive anonymous information that a child may be neglected or dependent. A child can be neglected for lack of medical care, lack of food, shelter, and education. With that being said, if DHR does the investigation and finds out it is that the parents have some issues and they have not cooperated with the agency, then they will file a dependent petition with family court through the clerk's office. Once that has been assigned to the clerk's office, they will assign it to a judge. And once the judge has it, ergo my role, I step in at that time. Now, private people, or civilians as we call them, can file dependency petitions. And often is the case, a teacher may have some concerns and report that a child may be neglected or abused. For example, baby Doe lives with his mother in an apartment. The father has abandoned the family, and due to that abandonment, the mother is so stressed that she turns to drugs. And unfortunately, when she does turn to drugs, she often neglects baby Doe. So DHR would find an anonymous call coming in expressing concerns about baby Doe. The agency would then go out and investigate, and if warranted, offer services to the mother so that the child does not need to come before the court. However, if the mother is not cooperative with the agency and does not drug test or rehabilitate her ways, then DHR will file a dependent petition. That comes into the clerk's office and then is assigned as judge. Once it's assigned, then I'm appointed as a guardian ad litem. As a guardian ad litem, I'm going to go out and talk with the child or observe the baby in their current home or placement. It's my pleasure and honor to represent children of Jefferson County as a guardian ad litem, and I thank you.
My name is Ashia Congress. I am one of the 3 social investigators employed by Legal Aid Society. I have been with Legal Aid for 14 years, and I have a bachelor's degree in social work. My role is to serve as a liaison between the legal aid attorneys and the clients they represent. I interview children in homes, their schools, residential facilities, and hospitals prior to their court hearing. As social investigators, we travel the state of Alabama to see the clients we represent, as well as to Tennessee, Florida, and Georgia. This helps the legal aid attorneys because we are able to gather information prior to the court hearing and outside of the Department of Human Resources court report and findings when they are involved. During my interview, clients that are old enough and custodians of younger children are able to ask questions, share their concerns, inform us on things that the children need, and give us an update on how things are going. This information I pass on to the attorneys to assist them with advocating for their clients throughout the court process. Traveling to where children live allows legal aid the opportunity to conduct their own safety and welfare check on the children that they represent. I visit with children and infants that have experienced more trauma in their short lives on this earth than most adults in their whole life. The reward is working with attorneys that are passionate about what they do and work hard to represent the clients that they serve. Also being a part of a system that works to restore the family unit free from child abuse or neglect or whatever issue brought them to the attention of our agency. If this is not possible, to find long-term resources for these children where they can thrive through relatives or through adoption.
Hey, my name is Gustavo Antonio Hudebert. I'm an attorney with the Legal Aid Society, and I represent children. I represent children in what is called delinquency. Delinquency is conduct which would be criminal if it were committed by an adult. Fortunately, these are kids. So we treat these kids a little bit differently. But what's important to note is these kids have the exact same rights that you would have if you came to court and if you were charged with a robbery. We represent kids from everything from piddly stuff that happens in school, like they throw an eraser at their teacher, to all the way to the most heinous things that you can imagine, whether that's robbery, even murder occasionally. Now, it's important for us to be able to represent these kids because these kids, their rights can be so easily abridged if we're not careful. The consequences that a child can suffer in family court can follow them for the rest of their lives, whether it's an amount of restitution that's $50,000 or $60,000 that they'll be saddled with their entire lives, or to something more serious where they can be put in jail for 5, 6, 7 years, prison, I should say. These children can be made to register as sex offenders for the rest of their lives for something they did at the age of 13. What I can do to help them, and what I do every day, is to make sure that their rights are defended to the utmost. I do it zealously, I do it happily. I am fortunate to be in this position. I am happy to do this. Defending these children is a calling. I'm fortunate enough to have the ability to do that every day in a way that I feel that I make a difference every day. That brings me meaning and it brings me joy.